Okay, so today, as the stream would indicate as far as the title, we're going to be going over the new Wonder Flavours flavors. I already mixed, I think, 4 or 5 of them on Wednesday when I received them, and I'm going to go over those. And that's about it. I'm just going to wait a little bit before I begin to make sure people are coming in. I'm a bit out of it again, as usual. I woke up super early. Well, super early for me. For no reason, yet again. Yesterday I woke up at 7. Then I stayed up till like 11 something. Went back to sleep until 3. It was weird. And then today I woke up at, I think it was 8 something. Mind you, I normally don't get up until close to 11 o'clock. Even on days that I work. So it's weird. I don't know. It is my birthday today. I figured I would come on because, yeah, I took the day off and why not? Not doing anything else. Yeah, so that's about it. Blue's going a little bit nuts. Anyway, I think, let's see, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that ain't good. This one flavor is pink, which is interesting. Look at that. It's pink. If you don't know, certain additives or flavorings can do that. Usually it's vanillin. I'd imagine that's what that, or what this is a result of. There's maybe some vanillin that was added. I don't know what else would do that. It's for the buttered toast bread. Well, then again, vanillin and buttered toast, I don't know. She's definitely pink. Hello, everyone. All right, so I'm just going to start going through them. So we have bread, buttered toast, which is the pink one I showed you. Pineapple baked. The way that they put their titles sometimes is weird. So it's baked pineapple. Philadelphia butter cake, which is one of the ones I mixed. I've never actually had that cake. I've never even heard of it, but it smells really good. So I mixed that one up. Sweet bread, citrus gummy candy, egg yolk, which honestly smells scary, corn powder, kumquat, which is a fruit. It actually smells really good. Grape juice, which is another one I mixed that does smell good. I'm hoping it's not medicinal. A lot of grape flavorings taste like Dimetap, like that children's liquid cough syrup type thing, but it smells good, so hopefully it tastes the way it smells. We have crumble topping, raspberry jelly bean, buttermilk, amaretto, apple gummy candy, aged bourbon cream, banana nut bread, stevia, which is a sweetener, southern sweet tea, citrus drink, 5 fruits. I don't know if 5 fruits is a type of drink. I'm not sure. Portuguese Egg Tart, which is also another one. I think I mixed that one. Sugar cookie, which I also think I mixed. Yeah, I did. And tropical gummy candy. So going off of smell alone, the ones that smelled really good to me were the kumquat, which is like a citrus orange, I think, kind of thing, the grape juice, the Philadelphia butter cake, the Portuguese egg tart. One of the breads smelled good. I think it was the butter toast one, but for me, butter is a very temperamental thing when it comes to vaping. I just don't like a whole lot of it. It gets overwhelming to me personally. I know a lot of people do like it. Like they like the buttery custards and whatnot. It's too much for me in general. But I don't mind like a little bit of a butter note as long as it's subtle. Anyway, so yeah, I think I pulled everything. So I think I mixed 5, 2, 4, yeah, 5. So we're going to go through them. I mixed them mostly at 1% just because I didn't want to mix them too high. And then a couple I mixed at 0.5%. So we're going to start off with, I think, the more pastry type ones. We'll start off with the Philadelphia butter cake, I think. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everyone. Hello, Michael. Yeah, I've been pretty inconsistent with my streams just because I'm doing them pretty much when I want to do them. Which hasn't been that. The thing is like my sleep is pretty much almost always screwed up, if you haven't noticed. So a lot of times I just wake up too late on Sunday to want to really do anything like streaming. And Sundays are typically the day that if I'm going to stream, it's going to be on a Saturday or Sunday rather. Because Fresh has his stream on Saturday morning. So generally I can't really do it then. So Sundays are usually my day. But I don't know. I just haven't felt like doing them. But I got these new Wonder Flavours, and like I said, I took today off. So I figured I would do them. I'm trying not to buy new flavors just because I don't really need them. Like, I don't even have room for these new Wonder Flavours. I have, you can kind of see right, my stream's a little bit, I need to pull this one up. So those are Wonder Flavours there, all the way across. I guess I could move the ones that are there out because those aren't Wonder Flavours, the one with the orange caps. I don't know where I would put those flavors though. Ideally, I would need more shelves and stuff like that because I really like the shelf system, but I just don't have room. It takes up a lot of space, as you can see, like that big shelving unit. All right, so Philadelphia butter cake. I'm also looking, I'm probably going to get the Evdilo. I don't know how you pronounce that. It's the Evdilo. People call it the evil dildo. Mainly because it's a dual 21700 capable, and I don't have a device that is that. And I don't know why my Google Assistant thinks I need her. I don't. Thank you very much. So yeah, I've been looking, and then I usually get like an RDA when I buy something because I want the free shipping. In most places, their free shipping is more than just the one item. So I was also looking at that. I was looking at Element Vape. But I didn't really like their RDA or their atomizer selection. They don't really have that much there. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations for like a new RDA. So my thing is like I'm pretty stuck in my ways. Like I really like the deck setup of the drop. I like the drop deck basically. It's because I only use a single coil and I like to put it right in the middle. And this is really the only deck that I've seen that's like that, where it can go straight in the middle and then I can just drip down the top and be good to go. Most RDAs are dual coil setup, and for someone like me that's not using both coils, it's kind of a hassle. Like back when I was using dual coils as a single coil, I'd pretty much have to take the top off to pour, or drip or whatever you want to call it, because the coil's not centered, which is annoying, and I don't like that. But I don't like dual coils, so I don't know. I might just end up getting another drop type system if I can't find anything else. Blue, what are you doing? Excuse you. The Asgard Mini. I don't really like RDAs. I don't like tanks. I like drippers. I have yet to find a tank that I love, like ever. The only one that I really liked at one point was the Pro Tank. I mean, we're talking years ago. There was one other that was like the Pro Tank that I can't remember the name of. Blue's being a mess. So I'm doing the Philadelphia butter cake right now. And I think I'm going to have to add more flavor to it. So I'm getting a little bit of flavor, but it's pretty subtle. I only have it at 1%, so it's pretty low. The thing with new flavors when they come out, there's really not a whole lot of direction as far as like how high to mix them, etc. So I kind of just wanted to go on the lower end. Yeah, I was looking at the Barrage. The only thing is like I know he vapes pretty hot, and I vape pretty cool, like on the cooler end. So like the smaller, like more compact RDAs typically aren't something I like, because I vape mostly fruits, and I don't know, fruits to me taste better if they're not super hot. Yeah, I think we're going to have to add more to this and revisit it. So far, I'm just getting a very light, I don't know if it's because of the name, the Philadelphia butter cake. I'm almost getting like a cheesecake-ish vibe, like if you were to like merge cheesecake and a fluffy white cake together. But I don't know if that's just suggestive because of the name, and it's not prominent enough to stick out to anything. So I'm going to increase flavoring on this. We'll see how much, because I'm just going to do a drop and see how much that is. But I mean, you smell it. It smells fantastic. So I'm hoping I can get something similar to what I'm smelling, which isn't always the case. Sometimes something will smell awful, but it vapes nice. And then other times it'll be the opposite. So, where's my Wonder Flavours test? All right, so I'm going to increase it 0.5%, so it's going to be 1.5 total. And we'll have to revisit it in a minute. I thought ahead and I got my hot water ready, so I don't have to get up and do that. My little crock pot that Fresh got me for, I think it was my birthday last year. I was really confused by it when I got it. I'm like, it's cute, but like I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. And then he explained it to me, because like I'm always getting up in the middle of my stream to go get hot water, because I always put my stuff in like a little bath so it can get like more viscous. So instead of having to do that, this little crock pot thing keeps it nice and hot, so I don't have to keep getting up. And like, you know, you guys don't have to like wait for me to do all that crap. All right, so we're going to move on to the Portuguese Egg Tart. I've never had, I don't even know if I've ever had an egg tart, period, but I've definitely never had a Portuguese one, but it smells really nice. I basically took the ones I thought smelled the best out of the batch and did testers of them. And I tried to make sure there was like a variety of things, not just all bakery or all fruits. So I have like the bourbon, the grape juice, sugar cookie, Portuguese egg tart, and the cake. So like half bakery, half kind of beverage, I guess. But this last release of flavors was pretty bakery heavy. So I don't know if you can see Blue, but she's, yeah, you can. Hey. Hello. You're messing up my bed. She likes to, like, I try to keep like my covers, you know, all nice and like straight or whatever, but she keeps like pulling them out and it's pissing me off. Hey. She's in a mood today. Like I went to go get Starbucks because if you don't know, if you get like the Starbucks reloadable gift card thingy, you get like certain rewards, and one of the rewards you get is a free drink for your birthday. I'm about to get the canned air. See, she knows. She don't like the noise of the canned air. So like when she's misbehaving, I spray it. Anyway, I went to go get my free beverage, and I came back and like my little basket full of, because I put all the new Wonder Flavors in this basket, was knocked all over the floor. Because apparently, because I have it like seated next to their little cat tree thing, they knocked it over. So apparently it was in the way, but hey, ST. All right, so this next one is the Portuguese Egg Tart. It almost smells like it has fruit in it. I don't know if it's supposed to. This one I think I'm going to have to bump up to. What I'm getting is nice. It's just not very strong. I'm going to bump it up too. I hope this isn't going to be a theme. See, I try to be like proactive and mix all of these in advance, but then I run into problems like this where I end up still kind of having to mix them anyway because the percentages are all screwed up. It is what it is. All right, so I'm going to do 0.5% if we can on this one too. Hello. I think I might just add a half more % of sugar cookie too, because I have a feeling it's just going to be the same situation where it's not strong enough. And we'll move on to the stronger flavors. Typically their alcohol flavors are a little stronger, so hopefully that one will be okay. Thank you, Chachi. I'm more so just looking to relax, which I've kind of been doing all weekend anyway. Haven't really done much of anything. The only thing I did was I made soup last night. That's it. It's pretty good. I think I'm finally getting the hang of soup. I don't know why I struggle with it so much. It just usually turns out very bland. Yes, and I did go bowling. You're right. I meant more so like I should be cleaning my room and stuff like that. I just don't feel like it. All right, so basically at 1.5% for all of these. I'm gonna check this butter cake again. Cakes are one, like if I had to pick a dessert or anything that I actually enjoy vaping, it would be cake. Not much into custards. I mean, they're okay, but I find a lot of them too buttery, and again, I just can't do the butter thing. Because like I'm a chain vapor. Like I vape like pretty much nonstop, which I think is why I like, you know, fruits and stuff like that that are lighter in flavor. I also can't do very sweet things. Well, I guess it depends, because I mean, I do vape candy vapes on occasion. I don't know, I guess it just depends. Yeah, so I'm getting mostly what I was getting before, just a little bit stronger. It tastes like it tastes kind of like their fluffy white cake with less frosting and a hint of maybe like a cream cheese. I don't know if I'm Googling it now, if Philadelphia butter cake has some kind of cream cheese note. Says if you can imagine gooey butter cake minus the cream cheese with a base that is somewhat like a crushed compressed Danish. Maybe that's what I'm getting, is a Danish kind of thing. Doesn't look like there's cream cheese in it. Interesting. But yeah, it's similar to their fluffy white cake. So if you like their fluffy white cake, without like the frosting note, because that's one thing about fluffy white cake. As much as I love it, if you don't want a heavy frosting note, it's not gonna work. So this is more like that without like a frosting note. It has like a hint of like a sweetness to it, but it's not like a heavy frosting thing going on. So yeah, I do like it, and I'm trying to think of what I could do with it. I think I have an idea of one thing. But yeah, it's nice. I don't really get any off notes from it. It's not super buttery, but like you can get that little hint of butter, so that's good for me. And at 1.5, it's about where I would like it personally. You guys would probably have to do 2 to 3%, or people in general. Yeah, the raspberry jelly beans smelled pretty good. I don't like their black cherry jelly beans, so hopefully whatever note in that is not in the raspberry one. But I think it was more so the cherry that I might have been getting the note from, because I don't like most cherry flavors. But yeah, so Philadelphia butter cake is good for me. Let's pull out the other ones. Probably should have had the lid on. Also going to try the bourbon. I'm trying to think if I want to change RDAs for the other ones. I haven't done sugar cookie yet. I think I'll do that last. Well, I only mixed 5 of the 22 or whatever it was, so I don't know if I'll be a good indication of what to get. And I probably won't be mixing any of the other ones single flavor anytime soon. All right, let's go back to this Portuguese egg one. What I've been trying to do lately is just incorporate new flavors that I get in mixes that, you know, like are for the mix and vixens, or, you know, if I'm trying to find a new all-day vape, that kind of thing, just because the single flavor testing is tedious. And I have too many flavors at this point. I'm also trying not to buy new flavors, but I always say that and then I end up buying something, so. Okay, so I'm definitely getting more flavor with the added 0.5%. So this is 1.5. I'm trying to think of what it tastes like. Definitely tastes like a pastry. It's not super egg heavy, which I like. I don't like egg notes in vape. Might be like a little bit of a powdered sugar note to it. And the vapor smells nice. A little bit of a fried dough kind of note. Not like super heavy, but just like that little light baked something kind of note. Like I said, I've never had a Portuguese egg tart, so I couldn't tell you if it's accurate, but it's good. It tastes good. And it doesn't taste like anything that I have already, so that's good. Yeah, I like it. Probably be using it in something, a mix that we're going to be doing soon. We're going to move on to the sugar cookie. Now, I don't have high hopes for sugar cookie, just because for whatever reason, cookie in general is a hard thing for me to like. Like, I only like maybe a handful. I don't even know if a handful of cookie flavorings. I like Capella's sugar cookie, Real Flavors sugar cookie, Mullenberry's soft cookie base. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. I can't stand Flavor Arts cookie. Oh, I like Inawera biscuit. It's technically a cookie. At least the way it was. I've heard rumors for like a while that they've reformulated, and I haven't bought any since then, so I don't know if I still like that flavor, but last I knew, I liked the Inawera biscuit. I can't think of off the top of my head any other ones that I like. Definitely don't hate it. I can't remember if I tried Jungle Flavors biscuit or not. I know I tried either their cookie or their biscuit because they do have both. And I can't remember which one I hated. I hated one of them. I don't remember which one it was. It might have been the cookie. I don't know. I do really like Jungle Flavors yellow cake though. Their yellow cake is bomb. I pretty much use it in place of anything I used to use yellow cake for. Because to me they taste the same. I actually like yellow cake better just because it tastes a little cleaner, if that makes any sense. Because if you didn't know, the Flavor West yellow cake has high fructose corn syrup or something in it, so technically not great to be using. So I've switched to Jungle Flavors yellow cake. Personally, I don't pay too much attention to certain things that are in flavors, but if I can avoid them or find something that I like even more, then I'm going to do it just because. But is it like a deal breaker necessarily? No, not unless I feel weird. There are certain flavors that right away I just know that I shouldn't be, vaping them. And obviously I don't vape them. But yeah, that's just my stance on it. Portuguese egg tart, like a baked custard tart. I think so. When I Googled it, that's what it was. But like I said, I've never had one, so don't know. Thank you, Ahmed. Yeah, so this sugar cookie is good. I don't get the weird note that I don't like in other cookie flavors. I think it's acetylpyrazine that I don't like in certain ones, like Flavor Art cookie. I know that's has a good amount of AP in there, and I hate that one. So yeah, I don't get that in here. It tastes more of like a hard sugar cookie. Like you have your soft ones, which I would consider Capella's sugar cookie to be, where they're kind of gooey. They almost like not cooked all the way type of cookie. And then you have your hard, where it's like a snap kind of cookie, where there's really no softness to it. That's more of what I get with this. It's like a hard sugar cookie. Don't ask why I get that. I just do. I guess because it's a little less sweet. I'm not getting as much of like a fullness that I get with like a Capella one. So I like it. I don't like it quite as much as Real Flavors sugar cookie, but unfortunately, I don't know how accessible Real Flavors sugar cookie is anymore. Because if you don't know, Real Flavors has gotten rid of a lot of their flavors, and I know that they were supposed to be resold by someone else, but I don't even know if that's happened yet. So I don't know if it's even available anywhere anymore. So I do like this, and I would probably lean more towards using this as a replacement for Real Flavors opposed to Capella's sugar cookie, because as much as I like Capella's, it has its uses. Like, it's not gonna fit every thing that you want it to do. It has like it changes the texture of whatever you're mixing with. It kind of makes it more heavy. So yeah. But yeah, I like it. It's pretty light. I would probably might have to bump it up to 2%, because even at the 1.5, it's pretty light. I don't know. All right, we're moving on to bourbon, aged bourbon cream. And then we have grape juice. So we only have 2 left. But so far, I have liked every flavor, so that's good. You know, I'm pretty picky, so. I only used the lemon squares in a mix. Might even have used it in 2, so I don't know how it is. I didn't end up liking the mix that I made, but it wasn't necessarily that flavor in particular. I'm also lemon blind, so that kind of throws a wrench in things too. All right, so we have bourbon, the aged cream at 0.5%. I'm not a big booze vapor, but bourbon in particular I can at least work with, because sometimes you could throw it in a tobacco or something like that. But like other, like gin or tequila or vodka, I just, not something I want to vape in general. Okay, even at 0.5%, I could definitely taste it. It's a little light, but for me, if I'm gonna mix with like a liquor, I definitely want it on the lower end. Personally, I don't like it to be like boom. It definitely tastes like bourbon. And there is like a smoothness to it. Don't know if I get like straight up cream, but it definitely has a smoothness going on with the bourbon note. One thing to do with alcohol flavors is to layer it with a cream, just because it rounds out and makes it a little less sharp. So it's definitely doing that. It's more of like a dark cream. It's not like a bright cream that you would find like with fruit or something. It's like more of like a Vienna cream opposed to like a super light type of cream. I could see this going well in a tobacco. I don't know about fruit. I personally wouldn't do fruit with the bourbon, but I mean, it's preference. Might even do well in like a dessert. And I can definitely see like a nut going going nicely with it. But I would definitely, for me, this would be like something to put in a tobacco or a cigar. That's just me. I don't know what else I would do with it. But it's nice. It's smooth, which is a big issue I have with like other alcohol flavorings, is they're just too sharp and throaty, and I like my things to be mellow and smooth. I don't want to be punched in the throat. I mean, if you're into that, you're into that. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice flavor. I can definitely see some uses for it. But it is on the stronger side compared to like the other ones that we did. Even at the 0.5%, I'm getting good flavor from it. It's a little bit mellow, but like I said, for me, I would like my alcohols to be on the lower side. So for me, at 0.5%, it's fine. So for you guys, maybe 1 to 2, depending on what you're doing with it. So yeah, I do like it, and I will be using that soon. All right, last one is grape juice. We are going to do a new wick for this just because I don't think it's going to layer on top of all the other stuff very well. And I don't want to alter our results. Also, another thing to note is that none of these have smelled bad vapor-wise, because that is something else that I personally care about, is like if the vapor smells, like when you vape it and your lingering smell is bad, I can't do it. Like there's certain flavors that I like the taste of, but because it makes like a really gross vapor lingering smell, I can't vape them. Honey is notorious for doing that, especially back in the day where there was really no good honey. I think the first good honey I ever had was Flavor Art. Flavor Art at a low percentage is okay. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad at all. You just have to use it very low. I don't remember if that one smelled, but I've definitely had a few that have left the room smelling like pee. And personally, I don't want to be smelling that. That's just me. I would say, I think my favorite honey as of right now would be Flavora Honeybee. It is a little bit floral, but personally, I don't mind that. I'd rather it be floral than like a dark honey. Because like in real life, that's what I like. I like the more floral ones, not like the dark. I don't know what you would call it. I think you know what I mean, though. I like the brighter, lighter honeys. I don't like the dark ones. But I also don't like caramel or butterscotch all that much. Like if it's on the darker side. Just because it tends to be a little bit more rich. It tends to get your coils a little bit funky. And I don't like that. I like my coils and my e-liquid to be clear as they can be. I mean, I don't have much left, but that's what I'm vaping on. Like, it's pretty clear. Mind you, it's a fruit, so that helps, but I mean, if you look back at the day, some of the things that people were vaping on, it was like black. And it would definitely make your coils reflect that, because it just tends to gunk up everything. Okay, so far I'm not getting medicinal, so that's good. We'll continue vaping it, but this is the grape juice. Now, they have a flavor called Pixie Stix or Pixie Stix, something like that. Which to me, I get grape Pixie Stick from. And I like that flavor quite a bit. I was vaping it for a minute. This tastes just like that. Honestly, there's not a huge difference. A little less of like the Pixie Stick essence of it, but they're pretty similar. Now, I only did 0.5%. For me, I don't know if I'd even have to bump it up. It's pretty good. I wouldn't go higher than 1% for me. I could see this pairing really nicely with a cranberry to make like an ocean spray cran grape type thing going on. But yeah, it's pretty solid. Just tastes like a grape juice, like an ocean spray type grape juice. Not really getting any medicinal notes at the percentage I have it. But just bear in mind, I would start low and build your way up, because sometimes a flavor is good, you just have it too high and it'll go medicinal, if that makes any sense. So it's not always the flavor's fault that something turns bad. Sometimes it's a percentage issue. Sometimes it's just the flavor itself. But yeah, I liked it. So far I like everything that I've tried today, so that's nice. My favorite would probably be the Philadelphia butter cake, which is not surprising. It's one of the first flavors that I smelled and was like, wow, this really smells great. But close second would be the Portuguese Egg Tart, which is kind of surprising to me, because anytime I see egg anything in a vape, I'm kind of automatically turned off by it, just because I just don't like eggy notes and things. Like Capella custard version 1, something that a lot of people love. I can't stand that flavor. I think it's vile. So yeah, it's definitely like a me thing, but yeah, I really like the Portuguese Egg Tart. Third would probably be the bourbon, maybe. I don't know. Like the last three are kind of pretty close because they're all good. Probably the thing I would use the most is the sugar cookie, just because I don't really do grape that often, and I definitely don't do bourbon that often. But I mean, they're all solid. Do you need all of these? Probably not. I would say the things that I would recommend would definitely be the Philadelphia butter cake and the Portuguese egg tart, because they're very unique. Like I haven't really tried anything that's like those two flavors. The sugar cookie, if you're looking for a good sugar cookie, I would maybe grab that one. Bourbon, if you like those types of vapes, like Larry, I don't know if you've seen him floating around Fresh's shows or with Lumi. He really likes the alcohol vapes, so I think he would really like that flavor. But for like the average person, I mean, it just depends on what you like. If you like tobaccos, like I said, I think it would really go really well with that. Grape juice, it's a good grape juice if you're looking for a good one and haven't found any that don't taste like crap. Maybe give it a shot. But yeah, I did get the egg yolk, and I'm scared of it. I did not mix that one. I smelled it, and yeah, I did not mix that one. I only did 5. I think 5 is a good number to start with. I don't know that I'll be mixing egg yolk by itself. I'm a little afraid of it. What I plan on doing with that one is taking like a custard that doesn't really have an egg note and adding a little bit of the egg yolk to see if it gives that effect to it. There are certain flavors that I will not single flavor test because they're really not meant to be single flavor tested. So a good, I guess, not hint, I guess suggestion, if you have something like that and you're trying to single flavor test what is clearly supposed to be an additive, like for example, I would say meringue, but I mean, I guess you could vape meringue by itself. Crumb topping, like, is another one that they have. That's really meant to be an additive that you put with something. So, for example, what I would do with that one, even though you probably could vape it and it'd be fine, is take a cake that you're very familiar with. So that way, when you add the new component, which would be the crumble topping, you know how it's changed because of the new flavor, if that makes sense. So basically, you're looking to see how that flavor changes whatever you're adding it to. Because otherwise, if you're vaping a single flavor test of something that's not meant to be vaped alone, it might taste horrible. Another example would be like Pastry Zest by Flavora. it's not really meant to be vaped by itself. So if you vape it on its own, it might taste like crap, but in reality it's a really great flavor. It's just not meant to be by itself. Any cinnamon from Portuguese Egg Tart? No. I get like a light buttery note, a little bit of like a pastry shell, maybe powdered sugar, hints of vanilla, but no cinnamon, no spices that I can tell. The egg yolk, I'm not going to smell it again. I'm not doing it. My stomach is already a little bit not happy because I drink coffee. As much as I like coffee, it's a little acidic for me. So when I drink it, sometimes it messes with my stomach. Yeah, I'm not smelling it again. It doesn't smell good. I can't tell you what it smells like because I honestly don't know. It just doesn't smell good. It still might be a good flavor. It just don't smell good. I'm going to be heading out soon, so let me know if you guys have any questions or anything like that. As far as caramel, I'm pretty picky about caramel as well because I get, I think it's called a tannic note. It's like a burnt sugary weird note that I get from certain caramels and other flavors like it that I just don't like. So the only caramels I really like are, I like the TFA original. It's still one of my go-to. And I think Wonder Flavours caramel butter. So like those two. Again, I like the more lighter caramel as opposed to like a dark one. I don't like the dark notes in certain like bakeries or candy type things, and I think it just has to do with the fact that I like more light flavors like fruits and stuff like that. So even if I'm vaping a bakery, it's still going to be on the lighter side of a bakery, if that makes sense. As far as why Frank made the egg yolk, is that what you're asking? As far as I'm curious as to why. It was something that a lot of people were, I don't know about a lot of people, but several people were asking for. Because if you didn't know, Wonder Flavours, they have a Facebook page, and every now and then, if they're going to be developing new flavors, they'll ask for suggestions from their viewers or followers or whatever. And a lot of times they will make flavorings that people recommend or ask for. So like I think the baked pineapple, I'm pretty sure that's one of them. Egg yolk was definitely one of them. Trying to think of what else. I think the Portuguese Egg Tart was also another one of them. Probably the breads. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, they make plenty of flavors that are directly recommended, to them by their viewers. So egg yolk was one of them. So that's why. That's what you were asking for as to why. What it would be good for. Again, the only thing that I can really think of is like adding an egg note to like a custard that isn't eggy enough. Or maybe a bakery. I don't know. For me, I probably won't use it that often. Because again, I don't like egg notes in my flavors. But for someone who's looking for a more authentic custard type thing, because I know there's plenty of people that like that pretty heavy egg note in a custard, it'd be nice for them. French toast. Scrambled eggs mix, Get you some one-on-one cheddar cheese. Green pepper by Flavor Art. Have a little scrambled egg cheese. Or you could use the new toast, the Wonder Flavours buttered toast. Have you a little Grand Slam from Denny's. Just need some bacon and sausage, which I'm pretty sure one-on-one also has bacon. I don't know if it's any good. Probably not. make you a little sampler. I already want a nap. It's so bad. That's why I hate waking up early. Because like I tried going back to sleep. I usually give myself about a half an hour. Because if I'm going to fall back asleep, it's usually within the first half hour. But I wasn't. I was still awake. So I'm like, screw it. I'll just get up. There's no point in me tossing and turning in bed for hours. So I got up. But now it's like I've only been awake for maybe 3 or 4 hours and I already want to go back to sleep, which is what I did yesterday. And then I don't know. I don't like naps. Like I know some people like, they love naps. I don't, because even though I feel like they filled a purpose, because like sometimes I just am at a point where I can't stay awake, I still feel tired afterwards. Like yesterday when I slept from it was like noon to 3. I wanted to go back to sleep, but I couldn't because, Vixen's was going to be coming on in a few hours. So I forced myself awake, but I don't know, man. After I get off here in like a little bit, because I don't have much of my all-day vape situation. Probably going to continue working on the next profile for Mix and Vixens. It's a pretty big one. We haven't really announced what it is yet, but let's just say, I can't even say it, because it really won't make sense out of context. But let's just say that I have to make sure it's a good mix. I feel a lot of pressure. And I was going to go one route with it, because it's a pretty obscure picture that can be interpreted in a lot of different ways and go a lot of different directions. I was going to go one route with it, because I don't know, when I look at it, it's just like my mind goes one place. But apparently that one place wouldn't really go well with the picture. So ideally, I would want the mix to be enjoyed by what it's inspired from. Plus, if I'm being honest, the other route, the route that would be better, which is the route I'm going to be going on, is the route that I actually like. Like, it's something that I vape. So it goes better to go this other route. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going a different route. But yeah, I have to figure it out, because I made 2 mixes and they're okay. It's not something I can vape all day. Like, I can't do it. So yeah, I'm going a different route. Winstead knows, so it's Winstead's fault. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I want to make sure it's good. I have a couple I have a couple of ideas. I don't know. I want to spill, but I don't want to piss anybody off. Because personally, I wouldn't care like if somebody said it like sooner, but I don't know. It's not my channel alone. It'll be announced next week. So, I think it was Ryan Wagon something. He has a pretty long last name. he submitted a picture of Phil Bastardo. If you all didn't know, I'm a pretty big Phil Bastardo fan. He's one of the first people, if not the first person I ever watched on YouTube as far as vaping is concerned. So I've been watching him a long time. Not so much anymore, just because I just don't watch a lot of vape stuff anymore, because it just makes me want to buy stuff, and I don't need any more stuff. So I don't tend to watch all that much anymore. But yeah, I'm a big fan of his. So I've mentioned it before, and someone posted a picture of him as a profile picture on my behalf. So I've been waiting, because like I had a specific profile in mind. For whatever reason, when I look at him, I think of like a tobacco one. I feel like it's like a dessert, like a butterscotch caramel cream tobacco. Like that's what I got from it. But apparently he likes fruits, which is what I vape actually. So I went the tobacco route, but after failing for the first couple of times, I was like, eh. So I decided to ask somebody that would know like kind of more of what he wants, because it seems like either his tastes have changed, or it's just maybe my memory sucks. I don't know. But apparently he likes fruits. So that's the route I'm going to be going with, is fruits. But yeah, Winstead told Phil that I picked his picture, and he messaged me on Facebook and was like, I think you picked a really good picture for your profile for the Vixens or whatever. And yeah. So basically I have eyes on me potentially, like for him to be looking out for my mix, whatever I do. So I just have to make sure it's not terrible, because that would be really embarrassing to me. Plus, like, if I can make something that he'd actually want to vape, that would be nice. So yeah, that's what I'll be working on. I already started, like I said, about at least a week ago. And the tobacco thing wasn't really working. And if he doesn't like that anymore, doesn't like it at all, it's kind of pointless to do it. Plus, it wasn't really working anyway. Plus, it's summer. And if I can make something that I like to vape too, that would be nice. So that's the route we're going. But yeah, Jen ratted me out. And the second I saw, because like I woke up to seeing that, because like I have Facebook Messenger on my phone. And my alarm clock is on my phone. So when my alarm clock went off, I turned it off and I saw messages, and I saw one from him, and I was like kind of still half asleep. I'm like, is that really him? And then I saw the message and what it said, and immediately I was like, oh, Winstead told him. Yeah, Jen, it would. It would. I've actually been on the show with him before, and I was like pretty much completely silent. It was on Jarvis's show, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because Winstead doesn't have a channel. Like, he's met me a couple of times. We've met in person, but I don't think he remembers me. And according to his message that I saw, it's pretty evident he doesn't remember me, which is normal. I mean, he meets a lot of people. So yeah, that's what I got going on for me. I had an idea last night of something to do, so I'm going to go that route. Hopefully it turns out well. One issue that I have right now is I'm blind to certain fruits, so that sucks. But hopefully I can figure something out. Phil is a very nice man. I met him in Philadelphia, ironically. Or was it Phil? No, it was Pittsburgh. But I met him, and he talks a lot. Not surprising, he talks a lot. But he was very nice. Very nice. That's... You're stupid. I am not doing that. I am not doing that. Have you ever had the drink? No. I didn't know that was a drink. Yeah, I can't do lemon because I can't taste it. I tried to do a version of the mix that started it all for me, the one that caused my muting, which is a lemon, it's like a pink lemonade type thing, to see if I'm still, muted to lemon. And I am. I mean, it still tasted good because there's lime in it as well. So I could taste the lime in it, but I can't really taste the lemon in it. So. ST, don't look. You're not supposed to be looking. But yeah, I can't do lemon because I can't taste it. I have something specific in mind. I don't want to talk too much about it because then it would give it away, but it's a fruit mix, obviously. Well, the thing about sending ST one is we have Emily who's in Canada, so I don't know how easy it would be for her to send something unless we did it on her behalf, and then ST would have to agree to it, and I don't know if he would. But he's certainly welcome if he ever wants to come on, even if it's a chit chat show or whatever. I don't even know if he's ever watched a Vixen show. That's wrong. That's funny. Anyway, got a couple more minutes. I'm gonna cut it at noon. I don't know how long I've been on. I don't really care. I'm like all the way up here. Why am I all the way up there? I'm too far down. My cats, well, mainly one, likes to go behind my monitors and then they push them and move them, and I don't know what the fix is for that. Emily would just laugh. Put egg yolk on some toast bread and vape it. Maybe I'll do that for the show that you're going to be on, Sam. Just for you. Maybe I'll do that. I ain't doing that today. Like I said, my stomach's already a little screwed up. I ain't doing that. It's something I gotta mentally prepare for. Because I already don't like butter. And I will say that the butter toast bread or whatever, it smells pretty buttery. But then you have like Wonder Flavours croissant, which has a fair amount of butter in it, and I don't mind that flavor. So it just depends. Sometimes it just depends on the butter that they use. Like, not all butter flavorings are alike. Well, I actually talked about that earlier because someone was talking about what to use egg yolk. Put some orange juice in it. Gross. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to finish or try to finish my birthday, like relaxing and chilling. I'm probably going to play some video games. Enjoy the rest of my day off before I have to go, back into work tomorrow, which I'm working from home, but you know, clocking in and doing all that crap. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me. Like I said, check out the Wonder Flavors. Specifically, I really liked the Philadelphia butter cake and the Portuguese Egg Tart. Those are my two favorites of the ones I tried, but I liked all of them, so you know, check them out. Pretty sure they're at Bull City. I'll have to check. Sometimes it takes them a minute to get like the new Wonder Flavors in or on their site. So let's see. Wonder Flavors, newest items. So yeah, they have looks like some of them are already out of stock. The Portuguese Egg Tart's already out of stock, and sugar cookie, and the Philadelphia butter cake. So pretty much like almost all the ones that I made. I guess it shows I have good taste, I guess. Grape Juice is available, and what about the bourbon? And the aged bourbon cream. So those are the only two that are in stock of the ones I tried. It doesn't look like they have all of the new Wonder Flavors singly, like as a single. Oh, and the flavor combo pack is out of stock, so looks like they had them for a minute and they sold out pretty quickly. Doesn't look like the combo pack had, I don't know what this is, because it has pictures of stuff that's not. Oh yeah, so this is 21 of the new Wonder Flavors. Yeah, so that's out of stock already, so sorry about it. I'm sure you can find it somewhere, but yeah. If you have a lookout for them, I would definitely recommend the Portuguese Egg Tart and the Philadelphia butter cake. But I am going to get out of here, and you guys have a good day. Bye.